Hey there, everybody. Popontop here with my wife trying my panties off. We're going to be talking about the gaming news this week.
Yay.
You're so excited. Anyway, let's start it off here. We got Project Xcloud. So, if you guys don't know what this is, Microsoft revealed this week at their little Inside Xbox live stream show. This lets you stream your Xbox games to your mobile devices. It's not out yet, but it's going to be coming out this year. Do you think there's any practical relevance to this to you?
Not to me, but to the child, yeah.
There's people out there that own a console that are going to stream it to their mobile device and have that as like the preference or their way to play. For me particularly, that's not how I would like to do things. I can't handle latency and stuff, right? There's going to be some input lag brought by the streaming of something to your mobile device. Like, I remember I saw this on Twitter. There's a lot of people that were saying like, she's moving the thumbstick in the demo that they showed for this on the live stream, and like the car wasn't moving at the same pace that her thumbstick was moving, so it was like, if it's like delayed at all, that's not good.
I'm just imagining all of the kids in their cars trying to stream games, and then mom gets the bill of the phone bill and be like, oh shit, all the data!
All the fucking data!
All the fucking data! That's
Give
all
me my
I
data,
can
because
see.
it's going to be a lot of data. Maybe it won't work on data collections anyway. We don't know anything about it. But Microsoft did say that they're going to be rolling out some kind of open beta for this by the end of this year. So it is a thing that's coming up. Speaking of streaming and consoles and stuff, we got this over here. Google's talking about doing something. There's this trailer here. You guys can't hear the sound for it, but there's not really any cool music going on or anything. They're just like, here, look, some things.
It's a pretty cave, though.
It's a pretty cave. It's like a garage, right? We got like a plane, like Battle Royale, right? That would probably be that, right? Like there's some
Fantasy
mushrooms.
games.
There's some space stuff here, like it's Star Wars or whatever, right? Medieval stuff. All the things.
Skyrim.
Look at that, going back to the other things. Anyway, the main point here is this is going to happen at GDC. If you guys don't know what GDC is, that's the Game Developers Conference. So it's where a bunch of game developers get together and circle jerk each other. They're like, oh my god, look at the graphics I made. And they'll be like, god damn, I wish I could make graphics this good. But Google's going to be going. And what Google's going to do is they're going to unveil Google's vision for the future of gaming. Whatever the fuck that means. There's rumors going around that it's a console. That Google's just going to make a box, like your Xbox, like your PlayStation, whatever. It's going to be a box that sits in, you hook it up to your TV, and it does Google things.
What if by like the vision it's gonna be like Oculus except Google?
Well, I mean, Google already has their own version of VR, right?
Maybe it's better.
They have the Google Cardboard, but maybe they have their own official thing set up. It could be just a VR thing. All these things do seem to be, filmed from the first person. It could be all kinds of things. It could be a streaming box, right? Because Google did test out the streaming thing. They had their Google, I forget exactly what it was called, but they let you stream Assassin's Creed Odyssey just in your browser. Like you just open up a Chrome tab and you'd be streaming the game, 1080p, 60 frames per second stream if you had the internet for it. I tried to get into that actually, and they were like, you live too far away from our servers to let you do it. And I was like, all right, man, I guess I'm a little too get on a remote for your ass, Google. But so that'd be a problem if that's what they're trying to do with the console, right? Where they're like, here's a box. It can't actually play games, but it has to stream them. But if you're too far away from our servers, you don't get to stream them. That cuts out a huge, significant chunk of your market, not just in America, but in all different kinds of countries and stuff.
Yeah.
But part of this rumor was that, or part of the deal with this rumor that it's a console, is that they had like a prototyped controller or whatever. It's a big, ugly, blocky thing. It looks like an Xbox controller, kind of, but like uglier. And it had like a microphone button on it. It's some Google stuff. Apparently that's fake. Google said it's fake anyway. You got to take all those things with a grain of salt. Every time you hear a rumor, you cannot be like, it's absolutely true, but you can't be like, it's absolutely false either, because usually rumors have some kind of merit in them. Except for the one that we're going to talk about a little later today. So, also another thing this week, Division's actually good. It came out this week, and everybody likes it that I've heard. Like, I've heard a lot of things on Twitter. I've heard a lot of things on people streaming on Twitch. Obviously, people are getting paid to stream it, too, on Twitch. Right? There's a lot of ads, hashtag ad, because that's the way these things work. People pay people to play video games. But that doesn't mean that people don't like these games, because you like this game, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's tactical, and it's fun to play multiplayer or co-op, but I wouldn't play it by myself ever.
Well, I've been playing it a lot by myself on my stream, and you guys can come check that out. There'll be a link in the description, twitch.tv/pop_on_top, because we got to make it all fancy like that, big and punchy. But I've been liking it a lot. I think it's actually significantly better than the Division 1. Because it's a better looter shooter. It's the best looter shooter that's come out, right? So we can compare this directly here with Anthem, which has got a user score of 3.8 and obviously a meta score of 55, not that reviews always mean everything, but when the combination of these two things being this bad is generally a guideline. I mean, you guys know Anthem is not considered good compared to Comic Fantasy The Division's current 7.9 user score. That's a very high for a user score, especially for this type of game. I think a looter shooter doesn't get this kind of positive vibes. Like Destiny never ever got positive things. Everybody shit on that. Everybody wanted to shit on Anthem. I'm trying to think of other looter shooters that got shit on, but I guess Fallout 76 to a degree, but people don't necessarily consider that a looter shooter. That's kind of my jam. That's what I think of it as. But
what about Borderlands?
Borderlands is a looter shooter that people like, and we'll talk more about Borderlands in a little bit. But The Division 2, one more thing I wanted to say real quick about it, is that it actually feels like you get loot, and that's all you need, right? Some people aren't going to be into it, and it's a weird thing with that because some people just don't like the concept of like, I play a game to get loot. But it is a very good game. The story's nonsense, but I haven't even played through the whole thing. It's still fun. It's a very fun game. And it actually, I think, requires more tactics and planning than any other, the Division 1 or any other game that I could think of. I saw someone compare it on Twitter to, it's like XCOM, but, you know, live action XCOM. There's no turn taking, but it does the same level of, you have to actually plan out what you're doing and move tactically, otherwise you lose. Use your skills at the right time, those kinds of things. Because if you mess up your timing, you die. And you can go watch my live streams, you can see I die. All right? I guess I got a minor spoiler for you. They got these, like, people. I went to go to defend a base or whatever thing because they was getting attacked by hostiles or whatever. And these guys showed up, and I didn't think nothing of them. They looked a little weird, but they were, like, suiciders. And they just start running at you, and they're like, ah! And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Because, like, it messes me up because I like the Division setting. It's a modern military thing, kind of thing, right? But like to have like I've seen like suicide or zombie, that doesn't fuck me up or anything. It's a zombie, it's gonna blow up and get you. But to have a person literally just like screaming at you, running at you with explosives, I didn't know how to react to that, and I died, and it just like messed me up because I had no idea to how to even prepare for that. It was an interesting thing. Anyway, moving on, we got a trailer here for Firestorm. So this is obviously Battlefield's big battle royale. This trailer is fantastic. Obviously, it's not actual gameplay or anything, and people are going to judge that. And it's EA, so y'all can shit on its throat, all right? Because that's what you like to do about EA things. But the trailer looks really nice. They released a bunch of information along with the trailer. They had a big developer live stream and stuff. And it's battle royale. I mean, it's supposed to be, well, a lot of people aren't going to like the fact that it's behind a paywall. You have to buy Battlefield 5 to play this game. The big deal is free-to-play games and stuff. And obviously, EA did just release Apex Legends, which is doing fantastically. Yeah. So we don't know if that's going to bite into that. But this looks like a different kind of thing. It looks like, you know, your military setting is World War II, obviously just like the main Battlefield 5 game.
I mean, isn't that how, like, most of these games are, though? Like, even Call of Duty, you can't play zombies without buying the Call of Duty
but people
game.
complained about Blackout. And Blackout is not doing as successful as things like Fortnite or Apex Legends because you have to pay to get into Blackout. And we'll have to see. This is probably going to compete with the same market as Call of Duty Blackout, right? This is going to be the same type of people that want to play Call of Duty Blackout are going to want to play this thing, right? Because it's the same kind of military-ish setting, even though this is, you know, kind of in the past. You still got a helicopter, even though it's World War II, because it was like a prototype thing or whatever. They're trying to be immersive and stuff still. But I like the concept of the Firestorm. I mean, Battle Royale is going to be a genre that's around. I know some of you out there are just going to be fucking massively upset that a Battle Royale game exists again. But I just think it's the way things are going. And I think, you know, destruction is what they could focus on. I mean, I know you can blow things up in Fortnite, but it's different, right? You build a wall in Fortnite, you shoot a wall down. Apex does not have any form of destruction at all. It's more of a ability-focused team play game kind of thing. And I think this one could offer something new. I mean, you could look, the man's literally on fire, all right? That'd be fun. We'll see how Battlefield 5 goes. This comes out the 25th of March, so we got another little week. We'll probably have another weekly show where we talk about it. Maybe I'll stream it in the future. We'll see you guys. That'll be fun. We'll drive a tractor around and stuff. There was a big ugly rumor this week that Sony was going to buy Take-Two. This is obviously confirmed to be not true. If you guys don't know who Take-Two is, they make, or they own, they don't make anything. They're a company that owns other companies. They own Rockstar. They own 2K games and a couple other people as well that I can't quite think about. But the big one is obviously Rockstar, right? So if Sony were to buy Take-Two, they would own Rockstar. And now you'd imagine, because the way that Sony handles things, this is what it kind of leads back to what we're talking about with Microsoft. Microsoft just announced this week that Halo, the Master Chief Collection, is coming to PC. Microsoft seems to be more open about games coming out things. If Sony were to buy Take-Two, they're only going to put the games out on their console, right? Has Sony ever put games on a PC? Can you think of anything? Because it's like you got Bloodborne, you got Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Spider-Man, all these big exclusives, all on Sony's console. So if Sony bought Take-Two, which is asinine because it costs probably billions of dollars, and we don't know if even Sony has that kind of money to do that kind of thing. But it's a deal where could they even convince Take-Two to make their games exclusive to Sony's console, even if they own them? I don't even know if that would be a thing. Could you imagine a world we live in where, I mean, obviously, you PC players out there understand that you guys don't get Grand Theft Auto right away. You haven't got Red Dead Redemption 2 yet at all. But still, to cut out half your market, you'd have to pay them so much money for that. It'd be ridiculous. It's obviously, this is all rumor. This is all false. It's not true.
Wouldn't all that cut into your sales? I feel like
no, yeah, absolutely it would.
I feel like when companies or even Sony is just we're just going to make a game just for our console. Think of how much better their games would have done if it was more open to PC and other consoles.
Well, yeah, no, maybe not even other consoles. Just put it on PC because the PC market is just growing and stuff, right? Yeah. It's more and more of a thing. The more and more that streamers and YouTubers become prevalent, they're going to play on PC because it's the easiest way to handle these things. It's just the way that these things work. I think best, right? It just works out better that way. It's a deal where Sony could learn to put things on PC, obviously, but they need to as well. It's just a weird thing. This is a weird rumor. I read this and I was my first thought was immediately no way. There's no way. This doesn't happen. All right? I don't think Sony's got the fucking clout. I don't think Sony's got the fucking balls to do this kind of thing. I don't Microsoft has been buying a lot of studios recently.
Yeah.
Right? So let's probably the reason this rumor showed up, anyway, this is the dumbest fucking... So I gotta tell this story, all right, you guys, because this is the dumbest fucking shit in the entire world. Some guy, Take-Two stock went up.
Okay.
Like a 4% or something. And people were like, I wonder why it's going up 4%. And then some guy just thought in his head, he's like, Sony's gonna buy it. And everybody fucking took this story and ran with it. They're like, oh, that guy who does know nothing about fucking nothing. He's just like, I'm wondering why Take-Two stock went up. This is probably the reason. And then everybody's like, that's the fucking reason? Y'all are idiots.
It's like high school.
It's just so stupid that anybody could think these things. But back to my point about Microsoft. Microsoft has been buying studios, right? Even Microsoft, I don't think would buy Take-Two. You can't buy Take-Two. Okay, that's a huge company. I've seen rumors a couple months ago where Microsoft's going to buy EA. This shit ain't happening. Because the EA, you obviously know EA. We were talking earlier about Battlefield. They make Madden, though. You think you're going to put Madden just on the Xbox and not on PlayStation, right? Or FIFA or all these games. You may not play sports games out there, gamers of the world, but...
Lots of people do, though.
Huge. It's a huge market. It's EA's, all the fucking, probably 90% of EA's income is from sports games. I mean... And then you cut it in half. You cut it literally or more, because technically there is more PlayStations out there in the world than Xboxes, right?
And then you cut the... fucking people who play Apex in half too then, right?
Potentially. Or Microsoft, because I think still the deal would be that Microsoft would not make things exclusive. Even if they bought EA, they'd still put things out on PlayStation. I think they'd find different ways. They'd make it, here's a genius idea, this is theory crafting here. You would make it so, because we're talking about random bullshit, all right? You guys, this is bullshit. So let's just throw my bullshit hypothetical thing out there. Microsoft buys EA, still puts the games out on PlayStation 4 because Microsoft seems to be more willing to share whatever they're making with other people. They own Minecraft and they put Minecraft on PlayStation 4, right? Because they just want to make money. Mm-hmm. It's a business thing. So what they do is Microsoft's big investment right now is Game Pass.
Okay.
Right? So every EA game that comes out on Game Pass day one. So you can either buy a Microsoft console and get Game Pass and play all these EA games, or you can buy them individually on PlayStation 4, right? What comes a better offer? What comes a better value for your money? Well, I mean, that's probably not going to happen either. I still think this is all ridiculous. Never ever listen to these things. Wait for official announcements on this kind of stuff. Speaking of official announcements, we have something here from Gearbox. Gearbox, obviously famous for making Borderlands. They made that other game that no one gave a fuck about that Overwatch killed. I forget what it's even called, and nobody cares.
Oh, the one with the fucking people, and then there was
the healer
mushroom guy that I like to play with.
It was like a
knives.
What is it for? Battleborn. It's called Battleborn.
That's what it was.
Which is a really bad name as it is. But anyway, forget Gearbox's past. All we got to worry about is Borderlands, because this looks kind of Borderlands, right? So the big deal about this is March 28th in Boston, Massachusetts. This is PAX East.
Okay.
It's going to be March 28th. And previously, Gearbox has revealed previous Borderlands games at PAX East. They like PAX East. It's a good opportunity to show this off. It could be coming out this year, which I would hope so, right? They had another thing they teased in here, right? Where they put like this little and symbol. We have no idea what the fuck this means. But it seems a little weird. It's this time to tease another game for PAX, which I'm not sure what and would be. I don't think this is a Borderlands game. I think this is another different Gearbox game. I'm just not even sure what it would be. Because Borderlands is not going to have and in the title. It's not going to be Borderlands and Border and Lands. Like, what did you do? Barnes and Noble. I don't know, right? Like, I don't know what that is, but that's exciting because that's only like 10 days away from right now, as the day that I'm making this video, the day you're hopefully watching it. And then so I know a lot of you guys out there are talking about Borderlands 3. You guys want to be excited for Borderlands 3. Would you play a Borderlands 3 if it came out?
If the robot's still talking to me in my ear, then yeah, I would.
Probably, right? I mean, I've heard a bunch of rumors about Borderlands 3 that like it's not going to take place on Pandora.
Okay.
Like it's going to be a whole new location and stuff that could do brand new things with it. Obviously, you guys got to remember the last time we got a Borderlands game, it was a pre-sequel, which was a last-gen game. It was an Xbox 360 PS3 game. It did get ported to the new consoles, but that's the last time we had Borderlands, and obviously we could totally talk about brand new engines and stuff, right? Or like upgrades to the engine so it looks vastly different. We haven't seen a next-gen Borderlands game, and with its cel-shaded graphics, I think you can pull out a lot of different other things. And obviously, it's got to be cel-shaded too. Like it's not going to be. It's still going to be Borderlands, and I'm excited for it just by potential hype. Hopefully, it comes out this year. Hopefully, we learn more about it. Hopefully, I'm talking to you about it in about 10 days. 2 weeks from now on our Popontop gaming show, we'll be talking more about Borderlands 3 because we'll have a big trailer and we'll be showing all of that off. But that is pretty much it for the news this week. That's the big stuff. This is going to be a thing that we do here every Sunday. So come check it out. Subscribe if you want to so you can check out more videos from me. You can go follow me on Twitch. Like I said, there'll be a link there in the top of the description so you can go watch live streams from me. And yeah, I'll pretty much see you guys next Sunday if you're just in here for the gaming show. Hopefully I'll see you throughout the week too at the streams. All right? Bye-bye.